In the UK, the clocks have just gone back. So yesterday we got this whole extra hour in the day. And I don't know about you, but I love it when that happens because it feels so luxurious to have that extra time available in the day. And this got me thinking about how important time is to us. It's one of our most valuable assets, right? I mean, time is that thing that nearly all of us want more of. We want to slow down time, have more free time, more time for what actually matters. But do you know the thing that does the exact opposite of giving you time? Drinking. Alcohol is a massive time thief. It quietly and sneakily takes hours from your life without you really noticing. And if you do the exercise that I've got for you today, I think you might be surprised by just how much time you're losing to alcohol, especially if you happen to believe that you're a super efficient drinker. Maybe you're thinking, well, Kate, most of the time when I drink, I'm actually doing something else, like cooking or getting chores done. So I don't believe alcohol is really taking that much time. If that's you, play along with me here and let's just check that your beliefs are true, because time's precious. So grab a piece of paper and find a pen, or you can do this on the back of an envelope if you want to. It doesn't need to be fancy. All I want you to do is to write down how much time you spend each week doing the following things. And you might spend hours, or you might just spend a few minutes on each one. That's fine. Just note it down and we'll do some maths later. So here we go. How much time do you spend recovering from drinking each week? So I'm talking about spending longer in bed because you feel too bad to get up, or spending longer on your makeup because you've got to try and recover and hide how terrible you feel. Or perhaps you are spending time lying on the couch, on the sofa, not doing the things you plan to do because you haven't got the energy and you just can't face the world. How much time is lost doing that on average every week? Write it down. Here's my next one. How much time do you lose putting things right or checking that they are right after drinking? So this could be trying to sort out an argument that started whilst you were drinking, and now you can't really remember what it was that was said, but you know people are upset with you. Or perhaps the morning after drinking, you have to spend time trawling through your phone, feeling paranoid, checking on what it was that you posted on Facebook last night, or who you messaged and what you said. Maybe sometimes you drink whilst you catch up on work late in the evening, and in the morning you have to go back through everything and edit what you've written because it wasn't great work, or you worry about who you emailed. Next one. How much time do you spend managing your alcohol habits? So what I'm talking about here is the time that you spend planning when you'll next drink, battling with yourself about when and where you'll let yourself drink again, the time spent actually buying alcohol and having to go to different shops in case the staff at your nearest shop have noticed how often you go in and how much you buy each week. Lots of people do that. What about the time you spend clearing away the empties? Because if you're hiding your drinking from the people who you live with, you can't just go and put all your bottles in the bin, in the household bin where everyone will see. Those empties will need to be disposed of somewhere else, and you need to think about that and manage it and plan that. What about the time spent queuing at the bar when you should really be enjoying the gig you're at or the theatre show, but somehow you just had to leave your seat to make sure you could get enough to drink? What about the time that you lose not being able to drive because you really wanted to spend the evening drinking? So now you have to arrange taxis for yourself or pickups for your kids instead. Most people spend a lot more time managing their alcohol habit than they realize. All right, here's my next one. How much time do you spend worrying about your drinking? So I'm talking about the time you spend beating yourself up, Googling for help, watching videos like this one, buying books about quitting drinking that you don't read, or over-analysing other people's offhand comments and things that they've said to you about your drinking. This is all time that you could spend living your life. And as a side note here, because this video is just about time, like minutes and hours, but all that worrying will weigh pretty heavily on you as well. All right, here's my next one for you to calculate. How much time do you spend living life on repeat? So by this, I mean doing the same thing over and over. And it might be something silly, like rereading books that you've forgotten the storyline to, rereading chapters, or watching a movie and realizing halfway through that you have already seen it, you'd forgotten. Or it could be the time that you spend ruminating over the same issues again and again. Perhaps you are always talking about how much you hate your job, you hate your boss, but you never do anything about it. Or maybe you're in an unhappy relationship right now and you keep repeating the same argument over and over, but then you go and drink and you push it away and it never gets resolved. So how much time are you spending doing those things again and again? Here's my final one for you. How much time do you actually spend being drunk each week? Like being physically present but mentally absent. How much of that time, this time in your one and only life, how much of it are you spending under the influence of this drug? How much of that is a kind of drunkenness that you would hate for other people to see? Write it down and then work out how much time alcohol is really stealing from you on average each week. And it might just be more than you think. Personally, I believe that when I was drinking, I might have lost an average of 1 hour a day for all those things that I've just described. And some days it was way more than that, for sure. But yeah, probably an hour a day. I've been alcohol free for more than 10 years now, so that is thousands of hours I've got back. I wonder what that number is for you. I really hope this video encourages you to think about how alcohol is truly, honestly dominating your time, because those hours really add up. You know, the other day I booked an Uber and I paid more to get the car that was going to arrive in 5 minutes rather than having to wait a whole 20 minutes. And I sort of laughed at myself and I thought, you know what? I'm not the only one who does that, because time is precious. We prioritize our time so often, and yet when it comes to alcohol, that time stealing element just kind of gets forgotten and overlooked. So I wanted to bring it to your attention today. I'm Kate B. Please scroll down below this video and let me know how much time is alcohol taking from you.